You're still giving other people the right to tell you the way that you are, the way that your experience is occurring for you. I took that as an assertion. It made me question myself. It made me doubt myself, even though everywhere inside my body, I knew that I didn't want to be a physical therapist anymore. There was something I still gave authority to in my dad to tell me that this is not a good decision. And so I sat there and I was like, am I making a bad decision? Am I making the wrong decision? Wrong decision, in quotes. Because my father is somebody that I trust. He's helped me survive my whole life. My dad is someone who's been really successful. He's taken care of a family. He's been able to provide. He's got retirement savings. He's got a future plan for himself for the rest of his life. How could what he's saying be anything but the truth, in quotation marks? So truth is a word that we throw around a lot. Facts, truth, especially in this era of fake news, right? If you watch the news these days and you listen to what is being shared, look for the distinction between an assertion and an assessment. If somebody on the news says today at 2 p.m. there was an arraignment for so-and-so in the murder trial of X, Y, and Z, the fact that there was an arraignment that happened exactly at that time is an assertion. It can be grounded as true because we had a clock there, we had other people there who witnessed this thing happening at 2 p.m. But everything else that comes after that about the way the person was, the way the trial went, the way the people felt, the words that are layered on top of that, violent, negligent, all of these are assessments about a situation. And it's very, very easy to be manipulated by the words and language of other people. In fact, the media has perfected this. It's the way that they've been able to influence so many people, especially now that news is running all the time. And this all plays back to, where is my truth? Where is the truth for me? When do I decide that I am the master of my truth? I am the author of my story, my experience, my perspective, and my reality. Have you done that in your life? Have you declared that for yourself? Is there anywhere else in your life that you're still giving the power away to somebody else to have the ultimate final say in what is true for you? Ask yourself that question. Really reflect on that. Really think about it, because I would wager to say that if you haven't delineated that margin for yourself, it's likely that you're still giving authority away to people without even knowing it. You're still giving other people the right to tell you the way that you are, the way that your experience is occurring for you. That's going to lead to self-doubt. It's going to lead you to not trust yourself, not trust your guts or your instincts. That word, truth. The way I was taught from Scott, he said that uppercase T, truth, capital T, truth, is reserved for assertions. The indisputable, irrefutable facts. The things that we all agree upon. Uppercase T, truth. Everything else, lowercase t, assessments. True for me. It's true for me. It's true for me that the Rising Man podcast is a dope podcast. Might not be true for you. Lowercase t. And I don't have to hold that truth over your truth. We might be able to have a compelling conversation about it, a dialogue, where in which my truth may be altered or your truth may be altered by what we reveal to each other. There's flexibility in that for my assessments to change as I gather more information. But in order to ground an assessment, I have to be flexible enough to listen to other perspectives that help further solidify or shape my assessment differently. So having a conversation with somebody and getting to the point where I say, you know what? The Rising Man isn't actually that dope of a podcast. There's, Jeddy sounds funny and he's always talking about silly things. Yeah, you know what? I remember when he said that, 2 episodes ago. Yeah, he was doing that thing. I agree with you. Might change my assessment. Or we have a conversation. I say, hey, but have you listened to those 5 other episodes yet? Oh, you haven't? You should really listen to those, because I think that really reflects the true nature of the Rising Man podcast. And when you do that, you know what? You're right. The Rising Man is a dope podcast. I agree with you.